company in India. So, you may please welcome.
So let me start with thanking Amit for sharing such a wonderful story, and I could relate to many parts of it. And I'm very happy that you did not share with your slide share. You came personally to do that. So, yeah. Before I go deeper and share how I think about entrepreneurship and the startup culture, etc., everyone will get time to ask questions. But I think to utilize time efficiently, what we can do is towards the end, we open it to the common three speakers here, and whoever wants to take it should take it, because some of us would like to leave slightly early. But feel free even after this discussion to throw emails. You might get reply after a month, but you will definitely get one. Yeah. So I take out every night 1 hour to respond to spam, but which is very individual. So someone who has taken out time to search my email ID and write to me, not as a group email, I try to respond. So having spoken to so many places, I know there will be a lot of inquiries as well, and I need to pull out time. But be patient. You might get your response after a month or 45 days. If not, then I won't, because after that my new list of inquiries would have increased. But the message here was patience. That's what Amit also shared. I think one common thing between the two speakers before me, one was the final year student who tried really hard to win a business case, and the second was slide share. Both had one strong common thing, was the belief that I will do it. I believe that I will do it despite the world in the initial few attempts giving me the message which is totally against what I want to do. But I will keep doing it because I know I will achieve one day. And that's what entrepreneurs are made of. They believe on certain things. There are many complex variables involved, the way Amit shared respond to the new variable. However, one thing that will be required is perseverance and belief. Lot of things which you are thinking might not work, might work, but most of the successful cases, what you will find is that the people were perseverant. Now, I'm just taking the clues from what I heard, and I'm just sharing my thought, and then I'll share my story. Everyone has his own story. Was the failure. To me, no one fails. Who fails is who thinks that I will not be able to do it. And as an Indian culture, that's what probably was taught like 5,000 years ago. But today we treat it as you failed. No. I will not consider myself as a failure, because did he fail? He failed on the first attempt, but did he fail today? No, he did not. So failure to me is you gave up. So never fail if your definition is I gave up. Fail and feel comfortable to fail. Not take it literally and start failing in your final semesters, but yeah. So the thing is, I will try to do everything in my control to succeed. If I fail, I learn, I improve. I don't give up. I had a dream, I had a vision, I'll keep working to achieve that. So my biggest takeaway is perseverance. Now, I heard that NSIT has this issue, Stanford is better, and which is true in many aspects in terms of resource. But what is not true is they have the same passion. Entrepreneurs are known for doing things which they were not asked to, they were not meant to. They just try to create something which they really feel and really believe. They went to Stanford of their own. Our SlideShare was created by their own ambition. They did not say, India does not give me credit, I don't have a culture, I don't have, no. We build it together. So if you really believe, do it. things will come in shape. None of the countries or none of the universities started at a stage where we have started. So the only thing is whether you believe and can you generate the resource and commitment to do it. You will have failures, you will do the other thing, but that's the main motivation. To me, as was discussed earlier, if you reflect, most of the billion-dollar companies in internet are created by college dropouts. Sometimes I wonder I should have dropped. Probably that is the common linkage, huh? But that's not the case. But one thing is in common. What happens in college? In college, you are owner of your own time. There is no high level of responsibility and accountability on most of the students. The only deliverable is result on your academic subjects. Very easy compared to what you will face in the later part of the world or life. That's part one. So you own the time, you get time to meet your boyfriend or girlfriend, watch TV, watch movie, watch Splitsvilla, roadies. You get time. And that time can be utilized in multiple ways. The second is resource. Today, if I want to start something, I need to hire resource. I need money for that. You get it free. You have friends in IT, you have friends in engineering, mechanical engineering. So you have a lot of free volunteers and who is staying with you 24/7 if you are a hosteler. So that's the best part to start. Even if you fail, it looks good on your CV. I try, I failed. If I am the interviewer, I'll in fact hire you if all the rates are same. So what's there to lose? Why can't we do it now? Then comes the idea, what is the next big idea which I should work on? When should I make my billion? So there are examples of billionaires who did it well in the first time, but there are examples even in India, let's say Telecom, Airtel, etc., who started with something very, I would say, commoditized market. And once you have started getting deeper, you realize that you can do something else which can be bigger. So don't keep waiting for the next big idea, no eureka moment. Start with something which you feel that you should do it. Because today, valuation should be a second criteria. Preparing yourself for making something big in life, into the society, to the world, it's your learning. If you make it well, you become a success story. You come here and you present to all the colleges. So that happens to many people and you should be prepared for that. So overall theme, and that's how I generally share, but very few people actually connect with me, some in fact sleep. So the way to do it is first you reflect, and the context can change. You need to reflect what you want to do or what you enjoy. What is your fun or a passion quotient, and start working on that. So if you take Facebook, when he started, there was no way to monetize. They even did not know after 3-4 years how to monetize. Value got created because of the product. So that's one example. There are many examples where the product was created without even knowing who the end customers would be. They created for themselves, and that became a universal product. So broadly, this is the message. Use your time here, have fun, and you can have fun while creating something which can be valuable to the society, which can be valuable for you, and which actually can become your long-term career if you are lucky enough. So that's how I would summarize even before I have started my story. Now, just to give a brief on how I thought about it and how I did it, so that some of you can have takeaways based on your working style, etc., that whether it fits or not. I have similar background as Amit. I'm an engineer and I'm an MBA. Post-engineering, I worked with Maruti. I was in an operational and sales job. And that's where I realized that I want to be free. And as again mentioned, we are very risk averse. So what is my startup idea? I started at around 2006 when I thought that if it fails, I'll have my MBA degree. so that I can go and join some other organization. And at that time, I started working on my first idea, which very few people know about it. And I used my loan, scholarship, etc. to fund that first business. So whatever the resource constraint, you can start. I started with not even a single employee in that company, and it was always a weekend startup. It was called Aquabrim. It is still existing, and now it gives job to more than 30 people. Though it's still a weekend startup for me, and it was a product development. I was thinking of creating the whole product, launching it, etc. So it took more of, is India ready for internet e-commerce? There were already some players, and we had China success story of Tmall, Alibaba, and I was impressed with the speed that they can execute it. It's Alibaba, if you know, is more than Amazon and eBay combined in terms of revenue. So one country, just by sheer population, we can do much more. So we are the second one. So why are we not there? And is our infrastructure ready, etc. So a lot of questions. But yes, we had that opportunity. And my thought process on the idea and execution is very resonated with what Amit had said. I admire idea. I don't say that ideas are not good. I admire them, but I respect people who can execute it, and I get impressed and inspired who can actually scale it. And those three are different level of challenges. Ideation, hundreds will get. Implementation, 5 will get. Success, 0.1. Scale, 0.0001. Yeah, and it's not only on you, it is also dependent on a lot of macroeconomic and a lot of fate, luck, whatever you call, destiny. But 90% plus will be in your control, but scale and the growth, explosive growth, etc. A lot of other variables also need to play a role. However, this is how I think about ideas, and we started Jabong pretty late. And let me check with the audience. When do you think we started Jabong? So I would say I am interacting with a very aware crowd, or we have become very popular that people go to Wikipedia to check us. But last time I think I am Cozy Code. People thought we started at somewhere in 2007. I was very impressed, because of the speed that we had executed. But broadly, that's the time when most of the e-commerce in India had started, 2006, 2007. We entered October 2011, and today, this month is the second year, but we could scale. So 2 years you can scale, but then you need resources. Then the whole philosophy that you don't need anything doesn't work. But then to get those resources, you create that team. You prove to the investors or from whoever you want to get money that you can do what you have dreamt of, and then people will start believing if you start delivering in a month's time. I'll share a story. Before we started October, I was meeting a logistics company. I shared with them that this is what I want to achieve, so give me the best rates. So he said, okay, I have met a lot of people, everyone said so, let's achieve, then we will discuss. Then I said, if you don't start with that, my current building model is actually at a break-even point with your price. I'll start my own. And that's where we started our own delivery as well, and which has become big in terms of its own delivery services. It serves other clients. So again, the opportunity, what you can deliver in terms of process, etc. That's how, as an individual, you need to think, and also you need to think what you really want to do. To me, for example, if you have never tasted a dish, you will never understand how it tasted. It depends on your taste. It depends on your lot of things. Someone likes non-vegetarian, some vegetarian, etc. Even in non-vegetarian, someone will like tikka, some paneer. Entrepreneurship is like that. I will share my story, someone will share your story. But one thing is for sure, that if you enter, you'll start enjoying if it matches your style. So to me, most of whatever the social optics way of seeing success is, cracking IIT or DC exam, cracking CAT and getting into IIM, then cracking and getting into McKinsey or investment banking. Been there, done that. Easy. But the most enjoying part is if you want to start and create your own. It's not easy, but then you should not get satisfied by doing easy things. You should be someone who likes to face new challenges in a positive way and keep working on it. And I think I would like to end so that we have time for Q&A.
Thanks a lot, sir, for the great insights. Due to time constraints, we would only have one question for sir right now. So, does anyone have one?
Right, if you have the idea, how the idea came into your mind, like what the
See, I think in this case the idea is everywhere. So even in India there were e-commerce portals. Abroad you had Zappos, Zalando, who were doing into fashion and lifestyle. We cater to that category. So I don't give credit to the idea. I give credit to the execution, the speed, and the thought. India had a different set of problem in terms of logistics, in terms of delivery, in terms of customer experience. So that part we needed time to design the process and crack it. For example, one small innovation I would share that we provide 30-day return policy, but none of the logistics company allow you to return at the time of delivery. We were able to do it, and that we were the first one to do it. And with the customer response was the customer who actually got the order successfully. If I rate them their happiness quotient, if it's 80, someone who returned and with an instant return it was 82. So people were happy while returning because that was the first time that had happened with them in India. So I'm just giving a comparison that if people were not used to it and you give a delight, then they become super happy and don't even remember that there was some reason for them to return the product.